Whenever you go somewhere, whether it's with friends or family or you're meeting people new, there's always that one person. And I'm not talking about the person who's the loudest. I'm not talking about the person who can draw the most attention. I'm not even talking about the funniest person in the room. What I'm talking about is that one person who brings life to the party. That one person who can turn barbecue sauce and music into a crazy party. But it's that same person that can also turn a night of quiet board games into something unforgettable. What is it about that person that draws us to them? What is it about that person that brings vibrancy into the room? What is it about you that wants to be with that person? What is it about them that stirs life? There was this guy who was, in fact, the life of the party. I mean, there was something about him that just drew people in, that made you want to spend time with him, that made you want to be near him. Just something about him. But he knew how to party. In fact, wherever he went, that's where the party was. I mean, this guy went to parties, told stories about parties, taught how to party. He turned water to wine for the party. And he would talk about God and heaven as though God were the ultimate party thrower. And heaven, that's where it's at. And one time, a young man who was very wealthy, had a lot of authority, came up to this party teacher, Jesus, and asked about this party that's living, that's alive, about this life. Actually, he asked about this eternal life. And he said, "Teacher, what good thing do I need to do to get eternal life?" Basically, he walks up to Jesus and he says, "Hey man, what do I need to do to get on the guest list? What do I need to do so that the bouncer will let me in?" Jesus kind of smiles to himself because he loves that this guy wants in. He's ecstatic that this guy wants in on the kingdom of heaven, on this party. But this rich young ruler doesn't quite have it all figured out. He doesn't quite get it. But Jesus meets him where he's at, and he says, okay, if you want to talk about what you got to do, let's go through the checklist. Man, just don't kill anybody. Don't be stealing. Don't be cheating on your wife. Don't lie about people. And really just make sure that you've been honoring your parents, man. And we catch a glimpse of the rich young ruler right here because it's almost as though he sparks to life with excitement, thinking maybe I've attained it, maybe I've got it. Because he just jumps to explain to Jesus, dude, I've already done these things. Does that mean I'm in? I've been doing this stuff since I was a little kid. Does that mean I'm in? Am I on the list? And Jesus kind of smirks. Again, he's loving this guy's enthusiasm. But then, it's almost as if we can hear Jesus say that it's not about getting on the VIP list. It's not about what you can do so the bouncer will let you in. It's not about what you can do so that the host will welcome you. If you want on the list, man, I'll put your name on the list. All you need to do is join in the celebration. Participate in what I'm doing. You can't just sit in the pew on Sunday. I don't want you to just slap a Jesus bumper sticker on your car. I don't want you to just say that you believe in me. I don't want you to just call yourself a Christian. I want you to participate in what I'm doing. Join the party. But if you're coming in, you're not standing in the corner. I'm not putting your name on the list so you can just be a wallflower, okay? If you're here to get your party on. I mean, this party is the party of all parties, and you are gonna celebrate with everyone else. And that looks like sharing everything, meeting each other's needs, carrying each other's burdens. When you're happy, I'm happy with you. When you're depressed, I'm right there with you. It means us building each other up. It means us pointing each other to God. It means we're in this thing together all the way, 100%. If you want in on the party, you just need to join the celebration. And man, you know what? I think you might be ready. I think you might have what it takes to join this celebration. I think you would fit in great here. In fact, you know what? You can meet so many people's needs if you were to be a part of this kingdom, this party, this life. Man, I think you'd be great. Go sell everything and join the party. Let's just take care of all the needs that we've got right here, right now. Let's do this. And that is a kingdom party. That is a party that's alive. The rich young ruler had everything he could possibly want. So when Jesus said, I'll let you in the party, let's just sell everything and give it to the poor, I can hear the rich young ruler's thoughts as they crash through his head. But I've worked so hard for this. This brings me happiness. I can't just get rid of this. And so he turns away from Jesus, sad. Basically saying to Jesus, this life of the party, I don't think you actually know how to live it up. We each will come to the point where we're going to have to decide if we want to join the party, whether or not we want to be a part of what God is doing. And we can embrace the celebration and say, yes, I want in. I want to be a part of the resurrection and life and hope and grace and peace and joy. And we can join the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the party thrower of party throwers. Or we can be like the rich young ruler. We can choose to walk away from the life giver and say, actually, my time, my personal space, my friends, my family, my house, my spouse, my car, my money, my job, these things that are mine, I would rather have them than what Jesus has to offer. And in so doing, we will boldly declare that we don't believe that the one who created life even knows how to live. But when we are finally ready to join the party, to get rid of the things that have been keeping us from shouting and jumping and singing and dancing and running around, to get rid of the sin that keeps us away from the party, to just surrender it to Jesus and participate in what he is doing. And we're ready to join the life giver who brings life to dead places and rejuvenates souls, restores relationships, brings peace and hope. When we're finally ready to join the party. That'll be something else.